Hi friends, thanks for coming back to my channel. Well, it is exactly 1 week before the US presidential elections and other voting opportunities for all. And we're not going to get into politics. However, a lot of people are saying they're waiting to buy a home until after the election. And historically, what we know is that right after the election, the stock market will adjust historically, and it'll take a few days to readjust. So generally it goes down. There is some uncertainty, there's some questions, there could be some political issues. So that usually happens after every election, which happens, every presidential election happens every 4 years. So let's just expect that the stock market will go down. What also happens is consumer sentiment, buying, also takes a dip. And so people are pausing now, but let me just share, right after the election, people are not going to want to buy a house. So people will be distracted and kind of let this thing settle out. Whoever your party is will either make you happy or make you sad. So there's going to be half the people that are sad and half the people that are happy. And so it'll be a really interesting week next week. We will pay attention to the Feds also, who meet the very next day and day after. And so we are actually waiting for that quarter basis point move on the overnight lending rate, which may or may not affect anything in the market. If the bonds take some kind of change, have a major change, that actually does have more of an effect on interest rates, so long-term interest rates. So we'll also be watching those as well. So I wanted to give you that brief synopsis and what's going on in the marketplace, what we're hearing from buyers. All my friends across the nation with other Keller Williams agents, they have a certain percentage of their clients who are also waiting until after the election to purchase. The problem with waiting is that nothing really happens in the next few months. And so what you're doing is you're just putting on hold something that you actually need to do and want to do. And then you could also miss a really cool buying opportunity. So right now, sellers have reduced and are still reducing a little bit. And so this is like a buying opportunity for buyers between now and the end of December and into maybe half of January. And then spring market happens again. So I don't think it's going to be this huge difference. But when spring comes and everybody comes out of the woodwork, we've all settled into whomever has won the election, and we're all back to buying. And of course, spring is in the air, flowers are blooming, the almond trees are blooming in California in February. That's when spring happens down there. So, all this stuff gets really exciting and springy, and everybody wants to buy houses. And then guess what? We start selling houses, and then our supply goes down. Then the demand goes up, and we know what happens with supply and demand. Simple supply and demand means no supply, high demand, prices go up. So what I don't want people to do is just wait too long to make that purchase, because I think they'll be really disappointed that they waited and pay 10, 20, 30,000 more at the end of next spring. So that would be a mistake. So let's take a look at what's happening. So some people are saying, well, it's a down market. Is it a down market though? So I wanted to share with you some numbers. As of today's October 29th. So in Ada County, we have 1,925 active listings. New construction, we have 873. Of that, we also have then 1,052 existing homes. So you add those together, that's 1,925. We have 1,247 pending. Some of those won't close until next year because those also include some new builds. And then we've sold 795 this month in Ada County. Last year, this month, we sold 527 in the first 29 days of October. So we are up 40% from last year, this same month. This is a great October. Then October in Eagle, October 29th in Eagle, we have 251 homes on the market, which is great for Eagle. Of that, we have 112 new construction and 139, so almost an even split there, 139 existing, so that's resale. We have 143 pendings, which is fantastic. And then we've sold 77 homes this month. Last year, we sold 47, so we're up 30, which is huge, right? So that's, 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, like that's a huge number of increase. So it's not double, but, it's, over 30%, So again, Eagle's also trending up, which is great. I'll have some more statistics in the slides here so you can see what is the average sold price right now for all of our active listings in Ada County. What is the active listings average sold price in Eagle? What's that right now? There will be more numbers that will come out at the end of the month, so we'll do another update then. But I just wanted to share with you, gosh, we really have had a great month, a great October. This has been a really weird year because of all the other issues in real estate, but people are still buying, people still believe in buying in Idaho. It's still a great adventure state. It's still a wonderful place to live. And if you want more information about details about your specific area or your specific neighborhood, or if you're from out of town and you'd like to get our relocation magazine, you can look for that in our link here. We always do that for you, and want to make sure that you have a link to all the great things in Ada County. And then if you need more information, don't forget to DM us, and we'll see you on the other side. And as always, be safe, be happy, and be home in Idaho.